Yay! Hi friends, welcome back. So I was hoping to get this on Facebook Live, but apparently today Facebook is smarter than me. So on Friday, hopefully around this time, we can do a Facebook Live feed if that's better for you. But otherwise, let's sit down and breathe and do some yoga. I'm super grateful again that I have this opportunity to share something that's so close to my heart with all of you out there in this wild world. So it's hard, I would think, for a lot of us to not be in our normal routines, and there's a lot of fear going on out there and a lot of maybe anxiety or worry, and so that we can still come together in this way and just take a few moments to remove ourselves from that fear and that anxiety and the worry and the unknown, and just connect to our bodies and our breaths and what really is known, and what is known is the present moment. So the intention today I thought would be nice to share is something really special about the yoga practice that I've noticed in my own life, is that it gives us an opportunity to really check into this slowing down. And it would seem like a lot of our lives right now have naturally slowed down just because we can't go to work or we can't do all these things we want to do. And so maybe this virus and this time in our lives is giving us an opportunity to maybe do less and be more. We are human beings after all. So today, let's just try to enter into this space of really staying present and of slowing down our thoughts and of slowing down our breath and just connecting to the moment and to ourselves. I'm feeling a little low energy today. I did just drink coffee, but I think with the rain and just this global climate that we're all experiencing, I've been feeling just a little softer and slower than general. So we probably won't even get on off our mats today. So it'll be about 30 minutes. I know I went kind of long last time. And again, just to be with one another and connect and breathe and feel our bodies maybe in ways that we haven't had time to in the past. And that can be really powerful and energetically when we tap into these spaces of slowing down, of rewiring our brain maybe to pause and respond instead of react. We really are doing so much healing, body, mind, and spirit of ourselves, but energetically we most certainly put that out there to others as well. So welcome. And I would say let's just begin our practice together today by shutting down our eyes. When you shut down your eyes, you remove all the outward distractions and start to slow down your brain as well. And let your brain come into this awareness of your body and just bring your attention to your feet and your legs and your sit bones, all the parts of you that are connected to the earth, and just soften these. Let them become dense and heavy like the roots of a tree, and really feel yourself connect to this earth below us, but also all these other bodies and beings that are part of this earth, and feel a strong, rooted connection to that humanity, to this planet. And once you feel stable and secure in these root parts of your body, let your awareness run through your abdomen, through your heart and your throat, and up through the crown, and just feel a lightness, almost like the opposite end of the tree, the way it grows up and out towards the sky, and just let your body feel propped right here in this way. And then begin to deepen your breath. Draw your breath in through your nose. And then release your breath in an open mouth sigh. And then do that one more time. Again, breathing in through your nose. And releasing any tension, any stress, any fears. Draw your navel towards your spine and just let all that go. And continue with these intentional breaths. Feeling the qualities of your breath as you breathe in and fill your belly. And then feeling the qualities of your breath as you breathe out, and just soften your belly, draw your navel towards your spine. Just let your breath run in and out through your body and let your awareness sit in your flesh as you gently expand and lengthen and grow through your crown on your inhale. And on your exhales, just invite in a softening and a releasing, letting your yoga practice serve as a space, as a container to just experience something very pure and very natural. And that's the union of nothing other than your body and your mind and your breath. On your next inhale, just slowly begin to count, just to a 3 count, breathing in and filling your body with 1, 2, 3. And then breathing out and softening your body with 3, 2, 1. As you stay with your breath in this way, just lift your hands gently to the heart center, feeling maybe your heartbeat that has slowed or your thoughts or your energy, and just come into this space of mindful awareness, of trying to find the positive gifts of being able to slow down and reconnect to life as it's happening in this space. And if you are in this space, just worship that, celebrate that, and if you know someone else who could really benefit from this subdued, calm space that the whole planet is experiencing right now, just hold them in your hearts. And if you'd like to join me, we'll begin our practice by chanting Om and sending this intention out to the greatest and highest good for all, breathing in through your nose. Om. Bowing your chin to your chest. Taking a moment just to honor yourself for coming to your mat, to celebrate you and the divine being that you are, and just remember my words are suggestions, and everything I say is just a guide, and child's pose or any pose is available to you at any time. On the next inhale, we'll begin to lift our arms straight up through center and lift our gaze as our arms come up. And on the exhale, turn the palms away from one another and let the head come back to the chest. Chin comes to the chest, fingertips come to the ground. And pause here, keeping your fingertips wide, your chin towards your chest, and just breathe in through the back side of your body. Inhales run up through the spine, and then exhales just soften. And on the next inhale, again, the arms come wide, the gaze comes up. Thumbs come together, drop the shoulders down. Inhale, lift the fingertips back up. Exhale, release the fingers, release the head, come back down towards the earth with those fingertips. One more time, inhale, lift. Fingertips come together, drop your shoulders away from another. Finding a C curve in the spine on the inhale, we'll just gently move towards the right side. Finding length from fingertips to sit bones, softening through the shoulders. Staying with the breath. Inhale, come back up through center. And come in the other direction. Again, just finding length from fingertips to sit bones, softening through the shoulders. Inhale again up through center, and just bring your hands down to the ground in front of you. Walk your palms out, and just surrender to the earth. As you soften into this pose, soften through your breath, letting the inhales gently expand, and the exhales just return you to the earth. As you hold in this space, come back to your breath and be gentle with yourself if your mind is active. But just know in life we can continue to come back to our breath in this way to stay centered, to stay focused, and to slow life down if we ever feel like it's beginning to move too fast. Gently engage your core to walk your hands back towards your feet. Sit up with a neutral spine and switch your feet. Might feel a little awkward or uncomfortable, but sometimes it's nice to do things differently to see how we can experience that difference. Inhale the arms wide, lifting the gaze. Exhale, come into a seated twist. So right arm goes forward, left arm goes back. Just let the palms come to the ground. The right hand can come to the left knee to help twist your body out. Let your gaze move back behind you. And stay with your breath. As you inhale, grow tall from the crown. And as you exhale, just gently continue to bring up the spine. One more inhale, lift up. Exhale, unwind and back through center. Inhale again, let the arms lift up and over. Exhale, twist out your body. Moving in the opposite direction. Now the left hand can come towards that right knee. And you can continue to gently and slowly let your breath pull you deeper into the twist, softening the shoulders as you exhale. As you inhale, grow tall through the crown. On the next inhale, lift through the crown one more time. And as you exhale, unfold and come back towards center. Opening up through the shoulder blades, we'll inhale again, lifting up here. Exhale, palms turn away from one another. Fingertips find each other behind your back. Reach the fingertips towards the ground, opening up the front of the body, the shoulder blades, and then bring those fingers around to the left side of your body. Draw your elbows back and soften through the abdomen and the glutes. Now bring the neck towards the right side of your body, opening up through the neck, letting your head fall in the opposite direction as your hands. Maybe close your eyes here and breathe into the front side of your body. Inhales always lengthen and lift, and exhales just invite a softening through the side of the neck, through the front of the shoulders. Engage the core, inhale your head into neutral spine. Release the arms, exhale. As you breathe in, you lift, opening the front of the throat. And again, as you exhale, hands greet one another behind your back. Fingertips come together and they move now to the right side of your body. Softening through your shoulder blades, opening the front of the heart, drawing those elbows towards the back of the room. Head moves towards the left side, and again, maybe you shut down your eyes. Just tune in to the opening through the side of your body, through the shoulders, allowing your breath to enter and exit with fluidity, staying with this immediate experience. Inhale again into a neutral spine. Exhale, release the hands. And we'll come down onto our backs, working now just a little bit more with the legs and the spine. So bring your feet about hip-width distance apart, knees are bent. We'll roll onto our backs. We're doing just a really gentle bridge flow here. So we'll start with the arms. Nothing else. Let the feet and legs be firm. And while you're down here, again, you can shut down your eyes and we'll just be moving the arms. So on the inhales, begin to lift the fingertips up towards the ceiling and then reach them long over your head. At the top of your breath, you want your arms to be fully extended. And then as you exhale, moving slowly, like you're moving through honey or molasses, let those hands come back towards your feet and come towards the earth. And then staying with these movements, inhales will lift and lengthen through the side body, through the fingertips. And the exhales, again, we'll just bring those hands back towards your feet. And again, if your eyes are open, I invite you to shut them down and just stay with these movements. Inhales, feeling those shoulders open and lengthen and feeling the length through your side bodies from your sit bones. And as you exhale, release. Moving like the motion of the sun across the sky as the hands come back towards your feet and soften. Letting your breath be the anchor and letting your breath lead the movements as your hands and arms expand. And letting the breath exit and release the movement as your hands and arms come back towards your feet. Invite in one more round of breath. So finish the one that you're on. And then let the hands come back towards your sides and soften in that beginning position. Here, letting your palms rest on the ground. You can open your eyes and peek at the screen if you'd like. We'll just invite now the hips part of this. So on the inhale, lift the hips up, reaching towards the sky. Core is engaged. Just imagine somebody has a tiny string and they're pulling up through your pelvis. And then on the exhale, release the hips, imprint the vertebrae one at a time back down on the mat. And then maybe you pause between the breaths. And again, as you inhale, you engage your core. Lift your body, lift your hips, and lift up towards the sky, pushing in through your shoulder blades, releasing any pressure on your neck. And then as you exhale, let that vertebrae come back down to the ground. And again here, just tap into your own breath, moving evenly in and out. Inhale. You lighten. You lift. Let the strength of your legs lift you up. Release any tension through your glutes or through your chest or through your mouth that you're clinging. And as you exhale, release everything as your body softens back down towards the ground. And again, just come back to your own breath here and your own flow. Inviting in a gentle expansion as the air runs into your body and physically expands your form. Maybe if you can pause at the top of the breath, stay there. And then release and feel a softening through your body. As you release the air, you release your mind, you release the tension, and you return back to the original state. Continuing with these lifts and lowers, do one more. Finish the cycle that you're on, and then we'll all meet back in that first position with the knees bent, the hips and arms all resting back on the ground. And now we'll put both of these moves together and feel lightness. So on the inhale, the arms lift, the hips lift, and try to match the movements. So when your hips reach the top, the hands reach the top. And then as you exhale, bring the fingers towards the sky and back down towards your hips, and bring the hips back down towards the earth. Now your arms might need to move faster than your hips since your arms are moving more distance. But again, just return to the breath. Let it invite in the movement. So on the inhales, as you're breathing in air, as you're expanding your body, you're expanding your form as well. You're lifting and moving away from the earth and tapping into that lightness of breath. And then as you exhale, you're just softening. You're softening everything in your body as you return to that original stillness. So again, if the eyes have opened, shut them down. And stay with these rhythmic cycles of breath. As you breathe in, you're bringing in new energy. You're bringing in nourishment. You're bringing in new prana. And as you exhale, you're releasing stuck energy. You're cleansing your body. And you're preparing it to fill back up again. Wherever you find yourself in this pose, on your next inhale, when the arms are extended above your head and your hips are lifted, pause here. Pause here and find something that you're clenching that you don't need. Soften those shoulder blades. If your glutes are clenched, let them go and see if you can still hold your body here. Soften your throat, maybe lift your toes. Stay with the breath. You can continue to inhale and exhale. While you're almost floating here in air, let a lightness come through the whole front side of your body. Let a lightness lift through the back side of your body. Let your bones and muscles do the work here. Just soften your mind to the patterns of your breath. And then on your next exhale, slowly begin to wind all the body back down towards the earth. And then lift the feet off the ground and just grab those knees into your chest. Or maybe you can do some tiny little circles with your knees. You can massage that lower back. But mostly just giving yourself a hug. Giving yourself some love and gratitude. Curl up tight in a little bitty ball. Curling up as tight as you can. Clenching all the muscles in this little ball, head to knees. Squeezing, feeling all that energy of everything engaged, and then soften. Soften the grip. Let the head come back down to the ground. Let your feet come back down to the ground. Keep a bend in those knees and reclined pigeon. Supta Raja Kapotasana is next. So again, finding that first form we found when we were about to enter into bridge pose. And just lift the right toes up towards the sky. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your ankles. Maybe circle out that knee. Cracks and pops are okay. Just gently open the hamstring first. So just grab onto the leg or the thigh or the toes. Keeping length always from armpit to hip bone. Just gently pulling those toes towards your head, opening up your hamstring. And then release the right ankle above the left knee. Lift the left foot off the ground. Gather the left thigh in your hands. And then gently begin to guide that left knee back towards your body. You can use your right elbow to push into the right knee. And what we're working into is that right hip. And then again, if this leg is still engaged, soften it. Close your eyes down. Use the strength of your arms to move the legs towards your torso. And let your breath breathe deeply into anywhere you're feeling tension. Close your eyes and stay with the experience. As you hold in this pose, just continue to let working breath breathe into that space you feel tension. Visualize the breath surrounding the tendons and the ligaments deep in those joints. And then as you breathe out, just feel a softening around these parts. The yoga practice is, yes, absolutely a way to stretch our body. But most importantly, it's a practice in breathing. So if the mind is somewhere else, again, just come back to the breath and the peace and calmness you can cultivate in your mind and body through staying with your breath in these slow, rhythmical oscillations. Now gently release the grip you have on that leg, keeping the figure 4 of your feet, just bringing that left foot back to the ground. Let your arms now come out to wide into a T or all the way out. I have a wall, so we're just going to do one arm out. And then gently let your legs fall over to the left side of your body. Soften the clenching through your glutes and your hips, and just feel an opening here. Let your head turn towards the right side. And then release anything your body's holding on to as you just soften into this very gentle spinal twist. It might feel deep in your hips, but just soften the hips. And then engage the core, lift the feet back up through center. Unstack the legs. Bring the knees up towards the body, 90 degrees above the hips, and now come into a complete spinal twist. Left hand can come onto the right thigh. Stack your hips as much as you need to and soften the body into the earth. As you hold these twists and these slower moving yoga poses. Just invite yourself to be present over and over again. The practice is in the returning. The mind wants to think. So if the mind is thinking, acknowledge that and invite it to come back to the feeling of the breath, the slowness of being that we can really begin to nurture and water in our bodies when we intentionally breathe in these kinds of ways. Engage your core to come out of this twist. Lift the knees up towards the sky and then lift the fingers and the toes. Lift everything up towards the sky and just shake it all out. Maybe smile, like little wiggles through your feet. And then stop. And feel the stillness in your body. Gently bring now the right foot to the ground. The hands can come back to the ground. Let the left toes point towards the sky and just wiggle out your toes. Wiggle out your ankles. Maybe wiggle out your knee. And then gently bring your hands to the back of the thigh or the back of the calves. Keeping length again from hip to armpit. So if that has scooted up, scoot it back down away from your body. We're always looking for length here, and just gently get a nice hamstring stretch. And then bring the left ankle above the right knee. Lift the right feet off the ground. Weave the hands through the figure four. Left elbow can push into left knee. Be sure to release these toes. And then gently use the strength of your arms to guide your legs back towards your body. Soften through your shoulders, through your face. All you need here is the strength of your arms. So anything else that's engaging you can release. And breathe deeply into those hips. Our hips are our emotional centers where we hold on to things. And so if you feel feelings or energies that might not be pleasant, just acknowledge them and invite them to soften as you exhale. Gently again release the grip on the leg. Let the right feet come to the ground. And then move again those right towards the right, keeping the legs stacked, releasing through the hips. The arms come into a cactus arms or a T. The gaze goes away, and just again feel a gentle opening through the side body and a little bit deeper into those hips. Just for a breath or two. And then engage the core, lift the knees back through center. Lift both feet off the ground, bring the knees 90 degrees out of the hips and come into the spinal twist on the other side. Opening now the left shoulder, arm comes wide. Right hand can come on left leg. And then just let the breath soften all the body parts. Almost like somebody's covered you with a cool blanket or is pouring honey, and as that honey spreads out, the body muscles soften. Gently wringing out your spine. Just letting go of the tension in your body and the thoughts in your mind, and together you soften around the challenging or difficult things in life. Soften and return to ourself, we are able to slow down and really connect with exactly what is instead of what we wish things to be. One more time, engage the core to lift the knees up through center. Realign your spine so you have a long neutral spine, and then begin to enter your body into Shavasana. So let the toes come long and wide, let the heels come in. Palms are facing up, shoulder blades are gently tucked underneath. And as we come into Shavasana, it's always nice to enter Shavasana with the body scan. So as you lay here, let's start with the toes and just invite in a softness and a slowing of the blood, of the breath, as energy filters in through the bottom of your feet, through the tops of your feet. It comes in through your ankles. Imagine this energy like a thick, dense wave just gently surrounding your ankles and inviting in a pause. This energy runs through your calves, through your shins, maybe like a warm, slow-moving wave of water. It surrounds your knees, your thighs, your hamstrings, into those hips. Just gently nourishes all these parts of your body and softens them into stillness. This warm, moving wave grows its way through your abdomen, through your heart, all the way up the muscles of your back. It releases them with its fluid force and then softens everything into stillness. This warm wave moves its way through your throat and your face and around your ears. It hugs your arms and it gently surrounds your fingertips and invites in a slowing and a softness. The wave finishes as it completely surrounds your body and it submerges you in a warm, fluid stillness. And it invites the thoughts and the feelings and the form to gently expand far and wide into the expanse of all that is and was and will be. And in this space, you are infinite. You have nowhere to go and nothing to do. And you are safe here. And when it is time for you to come back, I will come for you. slowly begin to deepen your breath. Let your awareness return to your body. Let it infuse your toes and your fingers and your belly with gentle intentions of awareness. Let your mind come back to your physical form on your mat. Slowly begin to invite movement back into your form by gently wiggling your fingers and your toes, breathing deep into your belly, inviting movement through your abdomen, maybe even turning your head left to right, just gently waking up your physical form. Taking a bend here in your knees, and just gently rolling yourself onto the right or left side, whatever side is the best to you. And pausing in seedling pose, letting seedling pose be a reminder of an opportunity to reset, to have regrowth, rebirth, renewal, knowing that however you choose to move forward and grow and thrive in this world is completely up to you. Keeping your eyes closed or gently open, sweetly using the strength of your arms, lift yourself back up into a comfortable seated position. And bring your hands back to your heart center. And for a moment, bring your mind back to this intention of slow, thoughtful living. And know that in this time of our lives, we have been given an opportunity to enter into this space of embodied awareness, but that as our lives move and shift, eventually out of this space of a lower energy of human consciousness, that we can still hold this mindful living within our hearts and enjoy the slowing on the inside, even though things on the outside may continue to ramp up. Letting this mindful, loving, intention way of living nourish the good for all beings. If you'd like to chant with me. We'll seal our practice with an Om, breathing in through your nose. The light in me sees, loves, and honors the most beautiful light in all of you. I thank you so much for sharing your time and your practice with me today. Namaste. Thank you all so much. It is truly an honor to spend this time with you. And I'll see you all on Friday. Hopefully Facebook Live I can figure out. But until then, have a wonderful day, my loves. Bye.